Hi everyone, Haley here from The Foiled Plan. Today I'm sharing with you how I made these DIY bridal party proposal boxes. Someone that I know recently got engaged and she was looking for a cute way to ask some of her favorite people to stand up in her wedding with her. She wanted each box to be a different color scheme based on the colors she plans to use for her wedding, and this is what I've come up with. I've never made anything like these before, so it was fun trying something new, and I love how they turned out and thought I would share just in case you also want to make some DIY boxes. I'll be leaving a full pricing breakdown so you know exactly how much everything cost at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned if you want to check that out. These white boxes are from Amazon. They come in a 10 pack. And the bride wanted the maid and matron of honor to have their boxes personalized with their names on top. So I did that using my Cricut and some permanent adhesive vinyl. And then inside each of the boxes, I took tissue paper, scrunched it up, and sort of made a base so that all of the things inside the box would sit up nice and tall. And this particular tissue paper is from Amazon because I needed specific greens for the color scheme, but you could also just get your tissue paper at the dollar store. And I created the scrunched up base and then placed a folded piece of tissue on top just for a nice clean look. And then I folded more tissue completely in half and just sort of draped it on top, and I'm going to use that sort of flap on top to fold over everything inside the box for that clean finished look once I place all the items in. Then I added a bottle of bubbly, and this is from the LCBO. They come in a 3-pack, and I was making 4 boxes, so I had to buy 2 packs of these. I know, what a shame. I was left with 2. Whatever would I do with them? And then I used my Cricut to customize champagne flutes, and I added a candle, a scrunchie, and a fancy chocolate, which I created a little sleeve with a wax seal stamp on it. And then I also used the same vinyl from the champagne flute to customize the candle so that everything was all matchy-matchy. The bride also wanted each of the boxes to have a card that said, "I can't say I do without you," so I made some foiled cards using my Mink machine. If you've never heard of foiling before or the Mink machine, I've got lots of videos all about foiling in one of my foiling playlists, so check that out. But I made these cards, and inside she wanted them to have a little note that explained that instead of each of the girls getting a gift for standing up in the wedding, she was going to be covering the cost of their hair and makeup. So it said, "In lieu of a gift to say thank you, I will be treating you to hair and makeup on my special day." Then I placed each of the cards into an envelope, and I used my wax seal stamp kit to seal each of the envelopes. The bride's new last name will start with the letter F, so that's the stamp that I used for each of the seals. Then I closed up the tissue paper, placed the card on top, and gently closed the lid of each of the boxes. And that is how I created these DIY bridal party proposal boxes. All right, so now let's go over pricing. So first I'm going to let you know what I paid for everything as a whole. Then we'll break it down to see what each individual box actually costs to make. And then I'm going to give you some alternative options to bring the price down even more if you're making these for yourself. So from Amazon, I purchased the flutes, the stamp, boxes, brown tissue, and green tissue paper. So for the flutes, they were $31.69. The stamp was $19.20. The boxes were $22.99. The brown tissue paper was $11.99. And the green tissue paper multi-pack was $29.81. Things I got other places included the gray tissue paper for $1.25, the chocolates were $8, the scrunchies were $20 total, the candles were $12 total, and the champagne worked out to being $25.90 because I had to buy 2 packs of 3, and then I would estimate about $8 worth of supplies and machine cost to make the foiled cards as well as the custom decals on the candle and the champagne flutes. So in total, I spent about $190 on supplies, and I didn't necessarily use all of those supplies, so I'll give you a quick snapshot of what the per box breakdown is. From this breakdown, I would estimate each of these boxes cost me about $33.33 to make. Now, of course, that doesn't factor in any time to make these. So if you are making these to sell, be sure to factor your time in while you're setting your prices. Here's another more budget-friendly version of these boxes if you were to get the majority of your supplies at places like the Dollar Tree or Dollarama. I'm certain you can find the majority of these supplies at the dollar store with the exception of the wax seal stamp, and you could use stickers instead if you don't want to purchase one of those, and then of course the champagne, which you could omit entirely or find another option like sparkling water, which they sometimes have at the dollar store. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm curious, if you were to make your own proposal boxes, what other things would you include in the boxes? Let me know in the comment section below because I am very curious. All right, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a super awesome day, and that's all I'm gonna say. Bye!